People was calling her ugly. I'm like, where? Hey guys, I'm Diddy Dawn, and today I am reacting to the Witcher 4 cinematic reveal trailer, but this is the behind the scenes. So I guess this is like them making the trailer, I guess. This came out a month ago, and the official reveal trailer came out at the Game Awards, late last year. So seeing that trailer though, keep in mind I never played a Witcher game before, never. Like, never, like not even a demo. It made me hype. It really did. It's so funny though, cause seeing all of like the sort of backlash this game got, not all backlash, you know, but it was definitely it was, you know, it was there. A lot of people was upset that Ciri, hope I'm saying her name correctly, was the main character now, the main Witcher. So keep in mind, I know nothing about The Witcher. I know the character, what's his name? It started with a G. Jared? Yes, Geralt. I'm probably not saying that right. So after seeing the backlash, because I was confused, honestly. I thought people would have been hyped for it. There was, but, you know, it was also backlash. So immediately I was like, I was confused. So I had to look up some things, right? So basically, part 3, like The Witcher 3, it was setting up Ciri being the main character. So, and I looked up in terms of like non-spoilery. Everyone who's like was upset, I thought I said to myself, so did y'all not play The Witcher 3? Cause I heard anyway. So it was a mix of reading some things, trying to try my best not to get spoiled, along with reading some comments from the people who played part 3, and I guess the other ones as well. They said that, yeah, they were setting up Ciri being the next Witcher. And, you know, The Witcher 4 wasn't confirmed, I don't think. Like, shortly after part 3, they made, you know, on a Cyberpunk. So, if there was going to be another Witcher game, Ciri was going to be the main character. Unless it's going to be like a prequel game or something like that. I was so, like, confused at why everyone was upset. Most people was upset. Not most, probably half. It was like half and half, probably. It was like, it just proved to me that y'all knew it was coming, but y'all still was upset. But it was kind of like, why didn't y'all get upset then? Because The Witcher 3, some people say is the best game ever created. If that's true, and if you knew they were setting up Ciri to be the next Witcher, why all of a sudden now you upset? Why wasn't you upset then? But clearly it's because they probably thought, oh, they'll change their mind. They probably thought that. And you know, gamers, fake gamers, they don't like playing as women in games unless she's beautiful, has a body like, what's a good example? Stellar Blade? Yeah, they'll play it then. If the character built like Stellar Blade or Bayonetta, they'll play it then. They would. They would legit play the mess out of that. Which is sad if you think about it. It's really sad. You should play a game because the game, it looks fun. It piques your interest. The character looks shouldn't really... I think that's like a bonus, if anything. That's like a bonus. The story and the gameplay should be the two most important things in the characters. But the character looks shouldn't be this important thing. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and begin with this, you know. I'm excited to see how they made this. Was it mocap involved? Because I like seeing behind the scenes mocap. I love seeing that. I want like a full like documentary on that. Oh, and next, not next, but next, this week sometime, I'm gonna react to The Last of Us, Grounded. It's like a like I guess kind of like this, but them making the game, and mocap was involved from what the clip I saw. I'm excited, but yeah, let's just go and begin with this. Yes.
We felt that this is the moment to tell the story with Ciri. She's been through a lot. She has a strong moral compass, I would say, and she can use these emotions to act.
Yes, mocap.
Ciri is
I love
all
seeing it.
about becoming the Witcher, and she is very determined to follow this path.
At the very first meeting with CDPR, I saw like how much you want to ground this story in the past, at the same time giving a start to a new saga.
Oh, a new
We were
saga.
thinking in this story that Mione and Ciri are a little bit mirrors of each other.
So 5 and 6 gonna be
The
confirmed.
traditions of Stromford essentially mean that Mione has to be sacrificed. That's her destiny, and she accepted that destiny.
Oh, I love seeing
Ciri is
this.
known as someone who does not accept
Hang on, I have to
destiny.
see that again. Hang on. I love seeing stuff like that.
That Mione has to be sacrificed. That's her destiny, and she accepted that destiny.
That is so cool to
Ciri
me.
is known as someone who does not accept destiny. She fights back at it.
Ciri was exactly feeling what Mione could feel, even just
Hang on, let me pause right here, actually.
Back at it.
People was calling her ugly. I'm like, where? No, so this is a CG, this is a cinematic, I almost say CGI. This is a cinematic trailer. The game, at this point, it was confirmed, basically, that this not coming out until 2027 at the latest. So maybe even beyond that. I mean, at the earliest. So it could be beyond that, which irks me. I hate when games get revealed and it's like it be years upon years upon years until they come out. Irritating. It really is irritating. Because I'm not the type to rush a game. I'm not. I'm the type that's like, let them cook. But don't give me a menu. Alright? Like just listen like to this like terminology, okay? Don't give me a menu. And I get the like the game's on there, right? And you won't give me the dish/game for years. I'm just sitting there just waiting at the table. It's just no, it's just annoying. It really is. Like, ugh. And this isn't a new thing. Like they've been doing this, not just them, but all companies, I think. Well, not all. Probably some of the biggest companies, maybe. Yeah. Like Cyberpunk took 8 years to come out. That is insane. Thankfully, I wasn't one of the people that was like really looking forward to it. In terms of like, I think I knew of Cyberpunk, but I wasn't like, I didn't really care like that. I started caring probably a year before it came out, so I didn't have to wait that long, honestly. But my goodness, it's just annoying. But getting back to her face, where is she ugly at? Why? What? Where? Why? Like, there's some sick people out there, okay? There's some people that was zooming in on her face and picking apart every last detail on her face. Like somebody even said that her lips crusty. Like, what is wrong with people? What is truly wrong with people? It is honestly sad. It is so sad how people do that, but then when it comes to a character like, for example, Joel, because I think of The Last of Us all day, if he had crusty lips, nobody would say nothing at all. Nothing. But when it's a woman that's pick apart every last detail on her face, I never heard no shit like that. Tell me a time where someone had picked apart a character before. This is the very first time that I've heard people was doing that. That is so sad to me. That is sick. That is sick. And if you did that, or I hope anyone watching this haven't done that, anyone who you know has done that, they're sick. And they're a fake gamer. I said what I said. You're a fake gamer if you're zooming in, picking apart every last detail on her face. you're a fake gamer.
Siri was exactly feeling what Mayoni could feel. Even just looking at her, hearing, her voice trembling when she goes, "I shall be, the
Gamers
bringer of
want every last
salvation."
woman
And you can
character
hear
to
that
be
there's a duty
this
in that.
supermodel,
There's something you grew up with,
gorgeous
there's something
woman.
you should do,
Like
but like
what?
deep inside, you know that this is bad. So they have a very brief interaction in the woods when she says like, "Save yourself," right? That this is something that your older sister would say, your friend, you're someone close to you. Just from this brief interaction, she can exactly know what she is feeling. And she's
That
like,
close-up
your
angle
life
looked
is
very
more
like
important
awkward.
than those stupid superstition that your village grew up with.
One of the really important things was for the viewers to feel as Ciri would feel, so you could see how the story unfolds together with her and get the same emotional flow as she would get as she was trying to fix the issue of the village. The way she kills the monster, the way she reacts to the people killing Mayoni,
Look at
it's
that.
different than,
Ugly
than
wear.
a girl
Like
would do.
what?
She lives through these emotions, she's connected with herself.
So all we wanted, for to go to the woods, to go to the god.
We always try to walk around Slavic style and be coherent with Sapkowski's book. I believe the style for characters, faces, hairstyles, you can find this kind of faces somewhere in the villages there and there. That's why it's very important to see the range of possibilities in the whole Central Europe.
Just the ambiguity of the whole story itself, I think it also plays very much to the way Sapkowski was crafting his Witcher stories. And it's also very in our Eastern European mentality that
Actually, I love seeing that. I wonder, is all this gonna be in the game? Because I have a feeling it's not. I don't know. I have a feeling that this gonna take place before the game, if that makes sense. Like, maybe this is where the game picks up. Maybe they'll. Well, I will say though, if the game does picks up right here, that would be an interesting point to start at. Because I don't think this would make sense if it was like in the middle or whatever. I don't think that makes sense. I think this would be a good starting point. Because I don't know. Also, I need to play the other Witcher games. I do. I have tons of time though. I have tons of time. Because this game ain't coming out to 2028 probably. I know, I saw a tweet that someone said, this game is legit a PS, like a next gen game. And I thought just like think to myself, I'm like, that's probably true. And that's mad unfortunate. I'm like, ugh.
like those shades of gray everywhere and not clear choices and the famous lesser evil.
It was a huge project. From the beginning, from the story that we created with our director and with CDPR team, and then the huge mock-up session. It lasted for like 14 days. A lot of people
14
were
days
engaged, and
for
I'm pretty
a
sure
3-minute?
that it wouldn't be this amazing if we hadn't had such an amazing.
Wait, 14 days? Actually, no, it wasn't 3 minutes. It was like 6 minutes, I think. It took that long? No, the reason I'm like that kind of like caught me off guard, because I'm thinking like to myself, it took more than the mocap wise, all the scenes. That took more than a day. I don't get it. Obviously I don't work in the game in space in mocap or nothing. I want to do that one day. I do the mocap session anyway, and voice a character. I don't know, but that caught me off guard. 14 days. Not like the editing, like doing the trailer itself, but mocap. Like I wonder how long that took. If it was like just that for 14 days, that kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, oh. I would have thought if you would have told me how long that took, I would have said 2 days max. 1 day. How many times like she can get like slung around by the
amazing
creature?
crew.
I would have said 2 days max. And the rest was
We
just
want
like
you as a viewer to get really
making a
into
trailer.
this world, to get close to these characters, to understand what they're going through, because this world is brutal, it's visceral, it's grounded, and we want you to feel it.
The whole idea for the trailer was that we want to have natural looking camera, not artificial one, not CGI. That's why we decided to record all those virtual cameras on stage and then later use it.
In a trailer, for example, when you see Ciri, when she enters the fog, you can see that she's confused, that she doesn't know where to look, that the camera is more aggressive with motion, and we wanted to express more of this confusion. We wanted to have this glimpse of truth in it.
But also there are scenes when magic happens, and then we want to switch from those handheld cameras to more like creative one.
The style completely changes, so we go with cranes now, we go with dollies.
That was quite a lot of work to animate them properly and have this magical feeling to them. And they are no longer handheld, they are all created by the animators. There are these nuances that we really want to take care of and to make it feel really like a movie.
We
It does,
organized,
honestly.
3 shooting days with rented movie gear. We had lenses that we picked before, and we gathered lots and lots of shots with different features on it, like distortions, lens flares, bloom, how the bokeh behaves. Based on that, we could really create digital representation of those lenses, gathering all those features so we can really have something unique, and I'm pretty glad about it, because this was something I think pretty extraordinary in a gaming engine.
My favorite part is the beginning, essentially. It's where we parallel the traditional preparations that Mjolnir goes through, and then the Witcher preparations that Ciri goes through.
For the Mjolnir, we get a more pleasure to eye color palette and a bit warmer. But for the Ciri, we set up our environment darker and more moody. We wanted to create a bit more mysterious mood, which allows us to create more dense atmosphere and bring to the table a bit different story, because at the end, both of characters having a unique story behind preparation.
Ciri is watching Jivan saying goodbye to Mjolnir, saying about destiny, saying that she was kind of born almost, meant to make it, right, kind of save them.
It was really important for us to actually write this monologue in a way that Geralt could have said that about Ciri as well.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkable young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness.
That makes me emotional because this is also something that she was fighting her entire life. Almost all the time, someone wanted something from her.
this music, my goodness.
We created a physical representation of Bauk's shoulders and his attacking arms, and having 4 operators, we kind of recreated the whole monster. On the screen, we saw in real time a moving Bauk. We created Witcher-style sequence.
Oh,
Just
that's
practiced
cool.
it a couple times. We
Not the
practiced
mocap
how to move,
tentacles.
the Bauk, how to synchronize, and it worked. It worked beautifully.
I wonder, like, does mocap make it way easier? It probably does, right? But I don't think every single game does mocap.
When it comes to cooperation, like from the animation perspective, we did start with animation guideline for the Bauk. I've known Bauk for a while, and I kind of found a way to divide him into 3 specific parts. So when it comes to the head, for us, it's kind of like a goblin head on a neck of a snake. The front arms are as similar to jaguar as possible, while the pincers are literally scorpion claws, and the tail and the back legs are literally dinosaur. And because of that, we're able to actually create this kind of animation Bible for the Bauk. And then it kind of allowed us to really quickly build this common language to make sure that what we animate at CD Projekt is actually as close as possible to what you see in the trailer.
Journey with Unreal Engine was wonderful. We were able to have much more tries and instant preview and much more iterations to get to the proper final result.
Cool. That close up, my goodness. That's the one thing I don't think I want to do. I'm not gonna lie.
The
I
first
wanna.
thing that puts smile on my face is the runtime, of course. I'm really glad we could pull off 6 minutes of that. Even if you don't know anything about The Witcher, you can just play it, watch it, and it's a short story that's understandable from the start to finish. I love the slow burn, which is something very unique for a game trailer, I would say.
Every movie that we do, our goal is to have the best knowledge of the IP, to stay true to the IP, to understand the vision of the developers, also the purpose of the asset that we're creating. Knowing the Witcher universe inside out is a key to do something that feels equally original as well as true to its foundation.
This trailer is an adaptation of a story that we actually want to tell in the game. We're not going to give you a black or white situation. We expect you to consider some situations, make some tough choices, and as an example, that situation that may happen after the trailer is over is such a tough choice.
Wait, so there's gonna be choices in this game?
There are only monsters.
I ain't gonna lie. The person who killed that girl, I'm gonna kill. Okay, if there's an option to, I'm going to kill them. Yes. But yeah, that's it. I love watching this. Funny enough, this felt longer than 10 minutes. It felt like this was like a good 15.5 minutes. I know I stopped a few times, but watching it, it felt longer, which I loved. I'm annoyed still that that this isn't coming out for a minute. I'm still annoyed by that, but in general though, I'm interested in The Witcher, and I need to play 1 through 3. Well, 1, 2, and 3. So I think I'm gonna actually play at least one of them this year. Probably 2 actually, and then play the Witcher 3. It depends on how long it is though, because I will play all 3 of them this year. It just depends. The first one though, I might start this summer. Yeah, I might. Maybe. I'm excited though. Yeah. But actually, I think the first CD Projekt Red game I'm gonna play is Cyberpunk, cause I have it. And I want to play it. Honestly, it was a birthday gift, and yeah, it's like might as well start with that, you know, and then jump into The Witcher. In general, I enjoyed this, and for The Witcher fans, okay. Okay, do you understand the hate that this game is getting for Ciri being the main character? Do you get it? Or you're against it? And anyone who's against it anyone who's for the hate is not a Witcher fan and is a fake gamer. I've been saying that a lot lately. Like fake gamers. Cause at first I was like, I don't know what a fake gamer is. I thought my definition would have been like, oh, person who pretends to play games, I guess. But no, there is a such thing as fake gamers. Yeah. I definitely came across a lot of content creators who do that, who are fake gamers. And if I could block on YouTube, I would. I just say that. I think the only thing you can do is mute. And that's only if they comment. I think. It's actually interesting you can't block on YouTube. My goodness. I don't know. I wonder if they're going to ever put that into YouTube. Because I would, honestly. I would block a lot of people. A lot. Like when I say both arms, it's like filled with names that I will block. My goodness. But yeah, that's about it. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Stay safe, drink water, be a good person. And that's about it with today's video. You can stay tuned for more reactions on his channel. A lot of behind the scenes games. I think the next one is gonna be The Last of Us, and that's like, I think like an hour long. My goodness, that day I'm gonna have to get my popcorn ready, cause season 2 coming out soon, and they also made a behind the scenes Grounded for Last of Us Part 2. My goodness, that one gonna be hard to watch if they include certain things in that. This channel gonna have a lot of The Last of Us content soon, so be prepared, okay? But yeah, like that's about it. Peace.